Hello, hello, hello. It has been a minute. I haven't really had anything I've really wanted to talk about. And then I saw this, I heard about Avowed because I was listening to the Snark Tank podcast. You can see them in like the corner right there. Um, and I'm like, oh, Avowed? Made by Obsidian. And Chris saw some of his friends like playing it early and stuff and it looks cool. I was checking it out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love Obsidian. My One of my like favorite games of all time is Fallout New Vegas. I love that game to death. I can play it over and over again. One of the few games that I can really do it to that extent with. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh wow, it's like Obsidian's like Skyrim is like how people are saying it. And the game looks cool. It looked completely fine. I was like, oh yeah, this looks cool. It's got like the art book, the enemies and stuff like that looks cool. The magic looks cool. And I was watching the trailer, I'm like, "Oh, this looks sweet, man." Like, what? February 18th? That's not even that far away. And I scroll down and it's just like all of these like lame comments. It's just like dead on arrival, they're saying that. There's pronouns, which it's like who cares? I've never understood that. I have an image here. Yeah. He slash him? Whoa. Now this is crazy. And I'm just like, so? I think all they're doing is something that's like incredibly, incredibly, incredibly basic, which is not tying certain like frames and things like that and like body structures to male or female, which is amazing. You don't know how many times I've like not been able to find a character with long hair for a guy, and but like the women will have like a hair that fits the type of hair that I have as a man. That's cool. I like more options in an RPG. It just seems really, really like I don't know. It feels like those people that are like super homophobic to the point where if you like jokingly like flirt with one of your homies, they get really upset and crazy about it. And it's just like really embarrassing to see that. I just don't understand why people are so soft. And this goes both ways. Both sides of like the controversy for this are just embarrassing to me. This main guy right over here, Matt Hansen, beefing with Elon Musk and, Elon Musk having pronouns in a fantasy video game is utterly unacceptable. And I'm like, Elon Musk, I don't respect anything you say whatsoever. You're like a total dork. You your opinion means like zilch to me. But just the way this guy's like sickos JPEG, like he's lame also. Here, I can't even find his. I don't want to type that out, but I looked him up and I couldn't find him. I could just find screenshots of it, which is funny. And like there's just these people like going real crazy on it, just complaining, 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 and all the comments are like lame as hell, and they're just all really boring and really lame. And then I come here and I see on Steam, it's like, yeah, remove from my wish list. Ew, no buy. And it's just like all of these like lame people. The one I keep seeing copied and pasted over and over and over again is like, yeah, I'm non-binary, and it says like non-BUI nary, like they're not buying it, and it's like I don't know. This is perfect. Like cry about it, and then ironically, people like you will be the ones to cry about it when the game flops. Both of those guys are losers. Like they both suck. I just don't care about the politics in video games unless it's like Dishonored or things like that, where you're like the whole game's about like looking at like the politics of certain situations and things like that, or like even Fallout New Vegas, where it's not like exactly political, but you can see like the different sides between the factions and how they want to save the wasteland, but in their way, kind of a thing. But all these people complaining about it or complaining about people complaining about it, they're like so like horseshoe theory, where they're both just you know they both suck because they're either like so like progressive and woke that they're like lame, or they're so like anti-woke and anti-progressive that they're also lame, that like both of them are embarrassing. I think the game looks fine if your main complaint is it's just really embarrassing and it like ruins games for me. Like I was excited about this game because I love Obsidian and I love RPGs. That's like my thing. And just like the whole like identity politics, just all of it around it is making me just not care to look into the game. Because if I just go, let's just say Avowed and go here, we'll just look at thumbnails. It's like huge lawsuit. The drama is weird. I don't care about Asmongold. If he talks about anything, I'm not watching his video. But that picture right there, it's like, oh, what's with them and like not making curvy women? Why are none of the women sexy? And I'm just like, well, I don't think women have to be sexy all the time in RPGs, but I do understand that they are like overcorrecting a little bit by like not having any like curvy looking women because curvy looking women exist and there's also women who aren't curvy. So maybe just have like a spectrum of people. I don't know. I feel like that's pretty simple. And there's like demos and stuff like that. This one says fake and gay. And then there's the R word just censored right there. And then they've blown it. There's like a clown emoji, you know, no more white people, never go full avowed, like she, her, they, them, time to fire them. It's just like all so embarrassing. Like how old are we guys and we're like complaining because, you know, there's pronouns and they're trying to be inclusive to people. Like who cares? It's not that crazy. And I'm like looking at stuff like this and like, okay, PC Gamer has a thing. It's like everything we know. It's like the release date, the trailers, what's the gameplay like? It has guns. Won't tell your character won't tell you the character classes. That's cool. You know, the open world thing. Like it's giving you information about the game, the stuff that matters. I don't know why, you search other things and you just see all these people complaining about pronouns and just being total wusses about it. It's not that crazy. Pronouns? Oh no, you use them. Everybody ever uses them, and even like saying, "Oh, I don't have pronouns," that would be a pronoun. That's just how language works. You're well, I'm a man, I don't have pronouns. No, you're he him. If you're a man, if someone's talking about you, they're gonna say like he is stupid, he is dumb, he is a baby. And even if you're like, oh, well, I don't use he, him. Okay, what's your name? Like Jacob? Jacob likes to be wrong. Jacob is stupid. Well, then your pronoun would be Jacob. Your pronouns are how someone refers to you, and everybody in the world uses them. So this whole I don't use pronoun things is so lame. But then also these other people that are like on the opposite side complaining about it, they're going too hard in the paint where they're making themselves look stupid. And it's like, if you want to win, you don't like give the idiots attention because that's what they want. You just ignore them, pre-order the game that you want to play because you're not a baby about inclusivity and wokeness in video games. When I'll be completely honest, there are times where like games can be woke for no reason. You're like, okay, this is like really boring and lame. Let me skip past this and get back to the game. And that's all you should do. Like that's it. Like, oh, that was kind of woke and lame. Okay, skip. Oh, we're good. Like it doesn't have to be a big issue. You can still enjoy the game if you don't if there's pronouns for 30 seconds in your character customization thing. It's not that serious whatsoever and it's been blown out of proportions on both sides. And I think it's just ruining gaming for everybody. Like let's just, enjoy the game for the game and not be like, oh, well, there's pronouns in it, so I can't play this entirety of a game because one thing upset me so much. And they like strive themselves, these anti woke people, on being like strong and like, cry about it, your feelings don't matter. But they'll like outright not play a game because there's pronouns in it, that's the softest thing I've ever heard in my life. Go outside. Go into the real world, touch grass. Most of you are grown adults, act like it. But, yeah, that's all I gotta say. Looking forward to Avowed. I don't care for the politics about it. It's a video game. Grow up. See ya.